to welcome back our guest attorney, David Wedemeyer of O'Grady & Wedemeyer, a firm that focuses its practice on residential real estate. Welcome, David.
Thanks for having me back, Mark.
Oh, absolutely. We enjoy your insight. Speaking of such, maybe you could tell us what you're seeing in trends out there. What kind of maybe foreclosures, or what types of things are you seeing?
Sure. Well, as we've discussed previously, AB 284, that became part of the non-judicial foreclosure statute, the one where they don't have to sue you to foreclose on your home, was modified, and that law became effective back in October of 2011.
Oh, yeah.
Banks are complaining about it. Certain people in real estate are complaining about it. It obviously put a big kink in the bank's ability to foreclose on a home via the non-judicial process. And if they can't do it from the non-judicial process, it's going to be harder for them to do it in court. So what had happened is like we've discussed before, there was a huge backlog in homes, like the shadow inventory, the 40, 50,000 homes that don't have power in the valley, et cetera, et cetera. In response to that, there's certain lobbying groups that want different legislation, the whole 9 yards, everything else. So there's been some laws that are being proposed, some bills, excuse me, and also banks are reacting based upon the current status.
The status of
the foreclosure, in terms of the status of the law, yeah. And specifically, they're auditing their files, they're getting their paperwork in line so they can start the non-judicial foreclosure machine again and start foreclosing on homes and auctioning them off and, you know, getting something out of their collateral. So they're getting all their paperwork in line, if that makes sense.
So are you seeing more actual notice of defaults, notice of sales?
Quite a few. I mean, I've seen numbers as high as 2,500 to 3,000 this year. Now, granted, there's a lot of homes underwater that haven't been, people haven't been paying on them, so there's a right to foreclose if the banks choose to do so, and if they can. But the foreclosure machine is starting again.
Okay, so let that be word out there, guys. If you're thinking about doing a short sale, they're going to be foreclosing soon, so take action now.
It's a great time. I mean, not only do you have, excuse me for using colloquialisms, but you know, they're poking you in the butt a little bit with the foreclosure threat, and then you also have that metaphorical carrot of tax obligation waiver, potential you know, move-out assistance. Depending upon, I've heard certain realtors also use pay moving companies to help the homeowner get out as well. So there's a lot of benefit to it. It's a great year to do it. We don't know if the Tax Relief Act is going to be extended again, and the banks are getting their foreclosure machine prepped again.
So what about Carson City? What are you seeing up there? What's going on in Carson City right now?
Well, as with any legislature, there's always a lot of noise. There's influence, there's people pandering, they want XYZ, lobbying for certain laws. I brought a couple in terms of examples, excuse me, in terms of what's going on up there, some of the things that people have mentioned to me or that I found on my own or have questions about. This one in particular I find funny. This one's only, well, not really funny, very interesting, excuse me. It's only 2 pages, but let me read the Legislative Council Digest. It basically gives a little synopsis of what the law is. Quote, this bill provides that if a bank or other financial institution forecloses on real property, purchases the real property at a foreclosure sale or trustee sale, and intends to accept an offer to sell the real property for an amount less than the amount of the indebtedness, the banking or other financial institution must afford the debtor a right of first refusal. There's a couple conditions on it, obviously, but basically what this is being proposed is that if you're the owner of the home, you're in it, you use all the liens and everything as purchase money, you've continuously occupied the home, and it's a banking or a financial institution, bank per se. The bank, if it forecloses and the property reverts back to them, okay, which can happen, that's a whole nother series of events. But then when the bank puts it back on the market and tries to sell it, if that amount that they want to sell it is less than what you owed, you as the homeowner have the right to say, wow, I get to buy the property back for whatever that offer is.
That's huge. So if you lose your home, let's say you owe 2, it's worth 100,000, and they put it on the market at 100,000, you have first right of refusal?
That's what this law is saying. It's a really unusual. We'll see if it gains any traction. I mean, I haven't looked at the notes for a couple days on it just because I don't think it has a lot of. I would be very surprised if it was passed and enacted, but we'll see. And then this little gem here, This is Senate Bill 321. This is Nevada's version of what was passed in California and referred to as the Homeowner Bill of Rights.
So David, if our viewers out there would like to contact you or have questions about their home, how would they reach you?
Easiest way to do it is give us a call at 702-726-6807, or they can get us on the web at www.owlawlv.com.
Very good. Thank you so much for being here on today's show. We at 048 Realty have a network of experienced attorneys who will represent you throughout the short sale process at no charge to you, and yes, I repeat, no charge to you. We believe our client should be represented by a team of seasoned professionals who can protect their rights, help them understand the short sale process, and avoid potential pitfalls.
Keeping or buying a home in Las Vegas is no longer an easy task. You need someone who has local experience, integrity, and dedication to help you. 048 Realty has helped Las Vegas families in need for the past 10 years. It is a team of real estate professionals with a proven track record.
Hi, if you're looking for a fresh start and keep your home, or if you're looking for the best value in a new home in Las Vegas, please call us now.
048 Realty, a local company you can lean on in bad.